Welcome, Cappy, to your June 2020 reading. Now, this month I'm still offering my free mini reading to all new subscribers. So if this is the first time you've tuned into my channel and you've got a question about this particular reading or something else that this reading doesn't cover, just click the subscribe button and leave your question in the comments below. Or if you'd like to keep it out of the public forum, you can email me directly and I will answer you. I'll be more than happy to answer you. I'm also offering an extended reading on this particular month's reading. So I go into a little bit more depth and I pull a few extra cards out, and it's roughly 20 minutes, and you can purchase that for $10 if you'd like the extended reading. Or I also do offer personal readings as well, and I have all those details below, so just contact me if you're interested in those. And if you love crystal jewelry, please check out my website at kazana.com.au. There are some lovely crystal jewelry pieces, all designed and made in Australia by an Australian designer, and they are all one-off pieces only, and you can find the meaning of the crystals in that website as well if you're interested in purchasing any of those. So let's get into your June reading. Now, we start out in June with perhaps a little bit of a message that, sometimes we don't always make the right choices in life. However, everything happens for a reason, and you will learn that many things that will, help us, many things that will help us sometimes come as lessons hard learned, and Capricorns absolutely know that better than any other sign, I think. And just keep, I feel like now we are getting into a situation that we perhaps have been in before. It feels very similar to other situations, and perhaps we need to listen. I say we, sorry, because I'm a Capricorn as well, and I love doing the Capricorn reading because I get information through these readings for myself as well. But it could be a similar situation that you've kind of been in before, and it is sort of making you say, be careful in what you choose. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. You have the Hermit there, and the Hermit is that card where you go inside, you seek to be alone like a hermit, and you are asked to listen to the messages that come through for you there, because you will get the right messages. Now, the Five of Swords often comes up in a reading, so it gives you the opportunity to perhaps correct your course. If you haven't been going down the right path, you will now successfully, you have the Sun right there, and the Sun suggests that you are going to make those wonderful choices that help move you forward in your life. And I do feel in June there is one of those moments where we are at a crossroad. We have the Two of Wands there, and the Two of Wands often speaks of that time when you reach a point in your life where you make a decision and it could take you down two separate paths. Just know that there is no wrong choice when you come to this crossroad. Whichever one you choose is the one that you should be going down. But make sure, because if this junction or this point in your life feels familiar to you, use those past experiences to help you make that right choice, help you go down the right path. Now, another thing that, just to go back to the Five of Swords, now the Five of Swords can also let you know that there potentially could be people around you that have different motives than what you do. And they might not be, their motives may not have your best interests at heart. And for some, this could even be someone that is quite a nasty piece of work and a bit of a snake in the grass. So just be mindful of that as well, not to choose the path that leads you towards this person. But I feel like if you open up the channels of communication, that you will be successful. As I said, you've got the sun right there, and the sun shines its glorious light on all other cards around, and it really suggests that things are going to be moving forward in a successful way for you. Just pure joy, really. This Five of Swords, this person could potentially, that is trying to perhaps not have your best interest at mind, you might be in a battle with this person, but make sure you have your integrity intact. Do the right thing, and if this person wins unfairly, then you know that you've done everything correct, and you've done everything the right way, and you can stand with your integrity intact. Now, you've got the Hanged Man there, and it might feel in June that we are still a little bit stuck and we're still not at that point of moving forward. But the Hangman also talks about changing your perspective a little, and by doing that, it will allow you to see things differently, and therefore once your perception is changed, you are then free to move on. You're not so stuck anymore. You know what I mean? It gets you out of that, it sort of allows you a time, it's a good time to allow you to review your plans and to make sure that what you've learnt to date hasn't created a need to change your strategy in any way. And, perhaps because we do seem to be having a lot of choices, you have the Lover's card there. And the Lover's card, for some Capricorns, might speak of that great, very significant love for you in June. This could potentially be with another earth sign like yourself, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. But in this reading, I feel like there is a choice for you again here. This is a strong theme where you really need to be looking at, and this is tying in with that Hangman, but you need to be looking for aspects which, don't necessarily make you need to fit in. It's better if things would be better served for you if you just go with an idea and show the world who you really are, even though it might be pretty quirky or it might be different to everything that everyone else is doing. Maybe make that choice for you instead. Make the choice that you really want to, the thing that you really want to do, the thing that gives you a lot of joy and a lot of passion. And rather than make the choice about what society thinks is the right thing for you to be doing in your life, because that's ultimately not going to make you happy. Now, as I said, the Hermit's there, and you were sort of craving that aloneness. A lot of you might have been craving that aloneness and wanting to sort of go within and really explore you and how you feel and where you're going in life, and sort of you're sort of pursuing some self-discovery, I feel, in June. But the Hermit asks you to listen to that little voice inside you. And again, I feel this is coming back to something to do with your work. And you really need to follow what gives you that joy rather than what society feels you should be doing. And in June, I absolutely see movement in the right direction for you. You have the Chariot, and the Chariot is a card that speaks of movement. You're heading out on that big adventure. You are, you know, you're going to be sort of dealing with a lot of situations that you probably haven't encountered before. And sometimes it's necessary to attempt to simultaneously make more than one person happy. And so you've got to remember that the right person to make happy is you. And once you're happy, then everything else will flow from that. You know, you could be juggling your priorities in June a little bit, and you know, you've got that responsibility of looking after your family and looking after the needs of others in your life. But you know, you must be sure that you have to balance these opposing forces, and you have to try and discover what it is that really makes you happy. And the Chariot is a card of success, just like the Sun, you know, and so you could be getting an up and coming promotion or a job offer or even an award. And the Chariot often asks you to feel safe when promoting yourself. Like, it could even be promoting yourself or an endeavor in the media, like you could be going down that road. But feel confident in what you've got to offer and promote yourself and go out there and get it. And you know, there is absolutely success. And you know, the Chariot can even speak of movement. It does have that literal meaning where you could be traveling in a train, a car, a plane. I mean, I know we're in lockdown for a lot of people around the world, but it can just mean traveling within your own country somewhere and making a move and taking a trip. And I do feel like it could potentially be for work for some of you. Now, the final card is the King of Pentacles. Now, this can represent you, Capricorn. I mean, this is that great business savvy individual, which Capricorns are, and it is someone who, you know, is really financially stable and has that wealth around them, is a great leader. And the King of Pentacles, it's talking about a time of incredible prosperity and success. So that's 3 cards there that really stress this success that you will be having. And, you know, you can just, when you get the King of Pentacles, you just can be assured that your plans are going to go exceptionally well, and money may appear to just fall from the sky. It's just that great. And it's really your own hard work that has brought you to this abundance. And, you know, this can, again, this card speaks of an up and coming raise or a promotion or moving forward in business. And it, you know, the King can also advise that when you see this card, it can also advise that, you know, you should accept the opportunities that come your way, even if at first glance it seems as if you should turn them down. So this is where your intuition is really going to come through, where you have this crossroads, and this might seem really familiar to you. Something that may have happened before in your past, where you've come to this same sort of spot and you've chosen to go down one road, but really you should have gone down the other. Well, in hindsight, you know, as I say, everything happens for a reason, but we really perhaps keep an eye out for that opportunity that your instinct says, no, you know what, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to go down that road this time, and you will be successful. you will absolutely be successful. There's several cards here that really stress that. Now, your Dorian virtue healing with the Angels card is emerging. So I'm just going to read that for you. So your true self, radiant, powerful, successful, and intelligent is now shining through. This I'm just going to start that again because I didn't read it with all of the correct punctuation. So, your true self radiant, powerful, successful, and intelligent is now shining through the surface. Allow your true self to be visible to others, for you lift them up and inspire them. You are awesome in so many ways, and you are beginning to trust and reveal your true nature more easily. At one time, you may have believed that you had to hide your feelings from others or even from yourself. Now, however, you realize how vital and attractive expressing your authentic self is. Your angels are guiding you to honor your true feelings by expressing them to yourself and others. The angels will help you lovingly talk about your feelings so that no misunderstandings occur with friends and loved ones. Your angels will never guide you to do or say anything that could hurt you or anyone else. They will also ensure that your life will emerge to a new level of inner peace as you let your true self come out and play. And that actually really ties in with the Hermit card, where you kind of sort of are going to go inside, you're going to look at yourself and who you really are and your authentic self and what makes you happy, and you are going to emerge as this successful, wonderful business person that is going to have abundance and love in your life. And I see that really starting in June. So I hope that helps, Capricorns. That's a lovely message for all of us to know that we are going to be heading in the right direction. So have a wonderful June. Love you. Bye.